everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. I have my first Christmas gift this year. I suppose I should wait to open it. Wonder what it is. I'm gonna open it. Christmas Eve on Sesame Street? Yay! Aw man, I used to watch this all the time as a kid. And by that, I mean I've never heard of it. But, you know, it was difficult for me to watch it in 1978, being negative 11 years old and all that. But hey, I love Sesame Street. Who didn't watch the show when they were growing up? This is gonna be sweet. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the Christmas spirit. We got a Christmas tree and ice skating and there's Big Bird. Yeah, Christmas song. No! Bert and Ernie with legs, skating together, holding hands. Cookie Monster, you fuck up. Oh yeah, that seems safety conscious.
Hey, come on guys, that's my shoe.
Wow. Just wow. What buttholes. And wait, how does he have an ice skate attached to his sock? Alright, I promise this thing has a plot. As usual, this special centers around Big Bird and his insecurities about various things. He's kinda like Charlie Brown, if Charlie Brown were a giant bird with an imaginary friend and in need of years of therapy. Anyway, he can't get the courage to even start skating, at which point this little girl stares at him. Just stares. Stares at the sad, hollow shell of a bird he's become. Yes, humor him, why don't you? What? Oh sure, Big Bird. You couldn't skate this whole time. You're a liar, Big Bird. A big fat liar.
Okay, now here we're gonna do barrel jumping. Yeah, I'll go first, okay? This is gonna be whiz-bang fun, guys.
Oh come on, now they're just being horribly irresponsible. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Okay, lucky jump there. Yeah, alright, the Count has some skills. Cheater. Oh no, don't let this fuck up try to jump. What an embarrassment. Just a failure of a Muppet. Here we see Gordon's third regeneration as he tries and fails to do some fancy pants ice skate move.
Ernie, don't sit on the side of the barrel.
You can't escape from my love, Ernie.
Hey, be careful, you're gonna get hurt.
Oh, you sure got him, you asswipe! And thus, Bert died of a combination of a fractured collarbone and a broken heart. In addition to Big Bird's chronic depression, is this special gonna be nothing but the Muppets trying to kill each other? He's dead. They killed him.
Oscar, you okay? Oscar, you alright?
Alright, let's go back and do it again.
Sesame Street, you're a bad influence on children. Not one to be easily let down. I can't take that seriously. Not one to be let down, Big Bird tries to cheer Oscar up by saying that Santa will be coming soon.
He slides down the chimney.
Aw, come on. Do you know how big the inside of a chimney is?
Well,
About this big. That's how big. So how's a guy like Santa Claus, who's built like a dump truck, how's he gonna come down all those skinny little chimneys, huh?
I like your style, Oscar.
then he comes in the window.
Window's locked.
And the door?
Door's locked.
Well, the old incinerator shaft,
Or
then.
the back door?
No, it's the chimney or nothing.
Yeah, guys, come on. Santa's a trespasser with
How
integrity.
Santa gets in.
Well, if I was you, I'd find out. Because if he doesn't get in, there's gonna be a lot of empty stockings around town tomorrow morning. Merry Christmas.
Not that I don't appreciate the awesome outlook, Oscar, but how's that again? Just because Big Bird doesn't know how Santa gets in doesn't mean Santa doesn't.
I believe in miracles, and I can tell you why. Once a year, the street I live on sparkles like the sky.
A for effort, guys, but I'll stick with real Christmas songs. Thank you very much.
I know how Santa gets down the chimney. All he does is take that big bell of his and tie it real tight around his waist, and it makes him so skinny he fits right down the chimney.
You are, without a doubt, the stupidest. Bird I ever met.
I love you, Oscar. Self-hug. Seriously, he's like the best thing ever. He just cussed out Big Bird. That's fantastic. Aw, she just littered. Did you see that? I'm not the only one, right? Just take a look at this scene. That lady was throwing garbage around, these two are carrying Oscar, who appears to be unconscious or dead, and Cookie Monster has been imprisoned by the Count. After all of that ice skating business earlier, I'm beginning to think the people that made this had an ulterior motive.
Hey, I know, Oscar. Santa Claus covers himself with butter so he can slip right down the chimney.
Oh, Big Bird, you dunce. Look at him. Needs a child to lead him around. Anyway, he and this little girl meet up with Kermit, who is the king of the Muppets or something. They ask him if he knows how Santa gets down the chimney. Well, Big Bird, clearly the only way he can get down the chimney is in pieces.
Who knows more about Santa Claus than anybody?
The elves.
Mrs. Claus?
No.
Another Macy's plug? Damn, that store has this holiday wrapped around their little finger. Anywho, Kermit decides that children know more about Santa than anyone, an idea which is immediately disproven.
Kermit.
Yeah?
I'm a kid and I don't know.
Oh. Well, that's our first answer right there, isn't it?
You don't know jack shit, Kermit. Whoa there, easy! Do we really need to see this? Well, after that needless break, we see Grover! You shut the hell up, Grover's the best.
If Santa Claus has to deliver all those presents to boys and girls on Christmas Eve, how does he get down the chimney?
Easy.
With all the presents, the big bag of presents, all those presents. How?
He comes down with his reindeers.
You're a failure, kid. An absolute failure.
He slides.
He slides.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
Maybe he's magic and he goes small. He comes to the door and he gets his keys.
What keys?
Santa Claus keys.
The next scene involves Bob forcing the children to sing like a slave driver.
Think of this Christmas day.
Just awful. As the story moves along about as fast as paint drying, we see Ernie as he goes to Mr. Hooper's store to buy Bert a Christmas gift. Way to think ahead, bro. Anyway, that greedy jerk-face Mr. Hooper actually has the gall to charge him for an empty cigar box. What a Grinch. However, Ernie doesn't have any money, so instead he trades his rubber ducky for it. Oh sure, Mr. Hooper, you really needed that rubber ducky for something.
Herbert. I was just...
Aw, first dates are always awkward. Okay, Mr. Hooper, here's how this is gonna go. I need to buy that fucker Ernie a soap dish for his duck thing, so you'll take these clips for it and like it, you son of a bitch.
Mr. Hooper, do you think that maybe I could come and visit my paper Never mind.
Get a hold of yourself, you schlub. Yay, Grover! He's gonna teach us all about Santa and stuff. Now oh no, not this guy!
Okay. Dear Santa. Okay. Now what do we ask for? What else? Cookies!
You have a serious problem, Cookie Monster. Get help, man. Look, now you got lead poisoning. Great.
Where pencil?
What did you find out about how Santa gets down all those chimneys?
We ain't found shit.
One little girl said that Santa sneaks in with the rest of the relatives on Thanksgiving and hides in the laundry until Christmas.
Ah, that's horrifying. Can someone please talk to these children?
Dear Santa Claus, me no care what kind cookies you bring me. You surprise Cookie Monster.
Man, I hate these celebrity rehab shows.
Oh, delicious.
Listen, Cookie Monster. I say this because I love you. You are making children cry, and I'm fairly certain eating the typewriter is part of it.
Oh, yeah. Cookies. Cowabunga.
Wait, did he just throw a random cowabunga in there? Back with Big Bird and company, he decides the best way to see how a fat ass can get into something so small is to test it out with Mr. Snuffleupagus. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out. Wait, does the little girl see him? The writers remember that he's an imaginary friend, right? Continuity is all I ask, people. Needless to say, this plan works about as well as shit in a chimney.
I can't think of anything that's dumber. To a grouch, Christmas is a bummer. I hate Christmas. I'd rather have a holiday like normal grouches do. Instead of getting presents, they take presents back from you.
I think I get it!
Christmas carols to be sung, decorations to be hung. Oh yeah, well, I stick out my tongue. I hate Christmas.
Get it?
I hate Christmas.
Sing it again! Bert and Ernie are getting ready for bed when they decide to open their presents early.
No, how about a scissor? Well, maybe if I
Oh,
just
Bert,
take
just
the
open
end...
it up, would you?
Shut the fuck up, Ernie. Anyway, these two losers discovered that they each traded the thing that the other one bought them a gift for. And they cried themselves to sleep, forever together and yet forever alone. Alright, let me get the shotgun and take him out back. Wait, where are this girl's parents? Is she homeless? Why is she outside being depressed with Big Bird on Christmas Eve? Well, I'm sick of this shit. Bye!
Gordon, me try to call Santa, but telephone look like cupcakes, and me ate it. Oh, Santa never bring Cookie Monster cookies now.
I don't know, Cookie Monster. You ever think he isn't bringing you gifts because he wants to forget you?
It might be a good idea if you left him something, too.
Oh, that terrific idea. Yeah. Santa Claus leave me cookies, and me leave Santa necktie.
Well, yeah, you could,
Yeah,
but...
or shaving cream.
Yeah, well, you see, most people leave him,
Oh, what? Tell me what?
cookies.
I didn't add that music sting. Running on hot cocoa and desperation, Big Bird decides that the only way to figure out how Santa gets down the chimney is to wait on the roof and ask him. In the middle of a snowstorm. Big Bird, you fucking idiot. What's he so worried about the chimney thing for anyway? He lives in a nest. I'm sure Santa can find you, dude. And besides that, if Santa knows the answer, I'm pretty sure he still knows how to get down a chimney. Your whole argument is invalid. Thanks to Big Bird's duncery, everyone is looking for him, worried that he might freeze himself to death in the snowstorm.
Look at everybody down there. They're all running around. Someone must be lost. Well, I have more important things to worry about.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that he's making everyone run around looking for him on Christmas Eve, or that he completely blows off a missing person. Thanks a lot, butthole.
You could freeze out in a night like this.
Hooray! That's right, folks. The climax of this thing is dumbfuck Big Bird freezing to death on a rooftop. You never cease to amaze me, Sesame Street.
I hope you're satisfied. You had to start all that stuff about Santa and tiny chimneys, and you've upset Big Bird so much he's gone.
Hey, if you knew about it, you could have corrected him, you know. No one was stopping you from telling Big Bird that Oscar's full of shit. Unless you wanted him gone. Oscar seems to be moved to actually giving a crap, so he decides to go looking for Big Bird.
Hey, Turkey, where are you? It's me, old Oscar.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd depend on him. And then Big Bird was murdered by Saint Nick himself.
Boy, am I cold. I better go down to Gordon and Susan's and warm up for a minute. Ooh, I think I froze my giblets.
Well, that's just inappropriate. After a happy reunion, and after everyone explains to Big Bird how stupid he is, we're taught the true meaning of Christmas or something. I suppose Oscar is still out there looking for Big Bird and freezing to death. You're a dead man, Big Bird!
How do you think the Easter Bunny can hide all those eggs in one night?
Ha! That's really how they end it. Awesome. I think we learned a good lesson today. Don't listen to Big Bird, and don't open gifts with crappy Sesame Street DVDs in them.
I'd rather have a holiday with a lot less joy and flash, with a lot less cheerful smiling, and a lot more dirty trash. Yeah, Christmas Day is almost here. When it's over, then I cheer. I'm glad it's only once a year.